Michael Kitzelmann was born in Gestratz, Germany in the year 1916. His family was devoutly Catholic and their faith was very strong. It deeply shaped young Michael, forming his moral compass and teaching him clear right from wrong. This foundation was crucial, guiding his later actions. Kitzelmann joined the Wehrmacht, the German army, feeling a sense of duty that many young men did then. However, as Nazi ideals grew, they clashed with his faith. His early service began as he trained as an officer during very complex times when tensions were slowly building. Kitzelmann was a good soldier, seen as capable, and he rose to the rank of lieutenant. Initially, he was patriotic and likely believed in Germany, but not all of its paths. Being religious was hard under the Nazi regime, which was hostile and distrusted strong church ties. He navigated this carefully, experiencing a deep conflict between his Christian values and Nazi state ideology. His faith was paramount, serving as his inner guide, setting him apart from many of his peers who embraced the regime. Kitzelmann held to his conscience, which would define his fate. Operation Barbarossa started in June of 1941, when Germany invaded the Soviet Union. Kitzelmann was sent to the Eastern Front, where the scale of the conflict was immense, with millions of soldiers clashing in ferocious fighting. This invasion changed everything, revealing a new kind of war. The Eastern Front was hellish, with unspeakable brutality and widespread suffering impacting all soldiers. Kitzelmann saw this firsthand, witnessing extreme violence in a war of annihilation where civilians were not spared. This harsh reality struck hard and began to change him. As Kitzelmann's experiences grew, the war's true nature showed itself. It was not just combat, but systematic destruction, which deeply troubled him. His earlier views shattered, and disillusionment started to set in. He questioned the war's purpose, with his conscience stirring, unable to ignore the psychological toll of constant death and violence. Any noble ideas of war vanished as Kitzelmann felt this burden. His internal conflict intensified as he saw the regime's cruelty, which his faith condemned. A turning point was near, and he was nearing a crisis. Kitzelmann saw terrible things, encountering Nazi death squads known as the Einsatzgruppen, who murdered many civilians, including Jews, political commissars, and other innocent people. The killings were systematic, and he learned of these horrors with the truth being undeniable. His moral core was shaken, and such barbarity horrified him. His Catholic faith was clear. Murder was a grave sin and the Nazi actions were evil. This created a deep crisis for him and he felt profound revulsion, unable to accept what he saw. His conscience screamed out as he wrestled with these atrocities. He witnessed specific atrocities or heard credible reports of mass shootings and villages being burned down. The cruelty was unimaginable and this evidence was overwhelming. He saw the regime's dark heart, realizing it was a criminal enterprise, not just a military campaign. This realization was stark. The war was not honorable, but a campaign of terror and ideological extermination. Kitzelmann understood this now, and his opposition grew stronger. He could not reconcile it with his duty as a soldier or his beliefs as a human. The regime was committing crimes, and he knew he had to act. Section 4, The Lonely Stand, Dissent, Denunciation and Detention. Kitzelmann made a brave choice. He decided he must speak. He condemned the Nazi regime. His dissent was dangerous. He voiced his disgust to fellow soldiers. His openness led to betrayal. The Gestapo was alerted. Kitzelmann was arrested. He faced Nazi justice. It was swift and harsh. His fate looked very grim. Section 5, Ultimate Sacrifice, Enduring Legacy, Trial, Execution and Vindication. Kitzelmann faced a trial. It was before a military court. This was not a fair hearing. The verdict was predetermined. The Nazi system was ruthless against dissent. The trial was a mere show. His guilt was already decided. The sentence was death. Kitzelmann remained steadfast. He did not renounce beliefs. He faced his end with courage. His execution was on April 11, 1942. His story remained unknown for years. Few knew of his courage, but truth eventually emerged. Much later, he was honored. In 2009, the Bundestag posthumously rehabilitated him. His moral courage was recognized. Michael Kitzelmann is a symbol of conscience in dark times.